Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time I'm going to be talking about the new Ashen cards that just came out. So I've already read over these cards, and first opinion of them, I do not think they're very great. I do think these cards, I guarantee know that these cards are worse than the Snake Eye cards. It is not going to be able to compete with the Fire King, the Snake Eye deck. Won't even be able to compete with Rescue Ace. But hopping right into the cards now, I want to read over the cards first and then talk about them a little bit. I will have more videos with these coming up in the future. I am going to test these cards a bunch today and tomorrow, and then probably have a video go up tomorrow. So for the first card, we have the Field Spell, the Obsidian, the Ashen City. So it says, face up special when monsters your opponent controls become pyro during your turn only. Then you can only use each of the following effects of Obsidian of the Ashen City once per turn. During the end phase, you can target one Obsidian, the Ashen City in your graveyard, place it to the bottom of the deck, and then draw one card. The other effect is, if this card in the field zone is destroyed or banished, you can special summon one Ashen monster from your deck. So you can also see in the field zone, it doesn't just say your field zone, any field zone, and it's not too hard to pop this card. So now going on to the next one. This is like the main one, which is why I put it first. And then we have YuGiOh, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction. So this says, during the main phase, if this card is in your hand, quick effect, you can target one card in the field zone, special summon this card to the opponent's field, and if you do, destroy the field spell. Then you can add to your hand or set one Ashen continuous trap from your deck. So this is going to activate, special itself to the opponent's field, pop field spell, get access to the trap card. And then, it's going to set the trap card, though. It's not going to, place it face up. Then, if this card is sent from your opponent's field to your graveyard, you can destroy all monsters on the field. So, they're not going to be able to link this off very easily. Otherwise, you're going to get to pop a bunch of things. And then, next card, we have Priestess of the Ashen City. This is, probably the best one. This one's very solid. It's a level 4. Also, these are all darks, by the way. We all thought they were going to be fires, but they're not fires. They are pyro, though. So, you can go ahead and bonfire to search for the Priestess, but it's the only one that you can search for with this, because, it has to search level 4 or lower. And then this card says, if an Obsidian, the Ashen City, is in the field zone, not just your field zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon this card once per turn this way. Now, this one and the next two monsters all have that same effect. So, all of these, they all say the exact same thing to start off with. So that's, really easy to remember. If the field spell is there, those are going to special summon themselves out for free. If the field spell is there, this can go ahead and pop and special summon itself out to the opponent's field. So, the deck is really based around field spell. Then this card says, if this card is normal summon or special summon, you can add one Ashen card from the deck to the hand except for a copy of itself, and you can only use this effect of Priestess Ashen City once per turn. So it's literally just summon, search. Then the next one is King of the Ashen City, so it has a special summon itself out effect. Then it says, during your main phase, you can special summon one Ashen monster from your hand except for King of the Ashen City, or if your opponent controls a monster with 28 or more attack, which this has 28 attack, so you can summon that to their field, then you can special summon one from your deck instead. So instead of summoning from your hand, you can summon one out from the deck, as long as your opponent has the Extinction Dragon on their field. Then the next is Hero, and this says, special summon itself out. And then this one says, during the main phase, quick effect, so either player's main phase, you can target one Pyro monster on the field, and then destroy it. Then, if you destroyed YuGiOh, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction, by this effect, you can place one Obsidian, the Ashen City, the field spell, face up in your field zone. You can only use each effect of this once per turn. So, that's also where this comes up, where it says face up special when monsters your opponent controls become pyro during your turn only. This is able to pop a pyro on the field. Preferably you want to give them YuGiOh, the Extinction Dragon, and then you want to use this to pop it, and then you'll get access to Field Spell, and then you'll already have Field Spell in Graveyard, most likely because of this. So then this will also be able to go ahead, and during your end phase, you can put one back and then draw one. So that's like, you know, something it's trying to do with that. Then this is probably the best card in the archetype. It is a quick play spell. It is Awakening of the YuGiOh. This says place 1 Obsidian, the Ashened City, from your deck face up in either field zone, so yours or the opponent's. Then, if your opponent controls a card in their field zone, which, you know, you can just put it there, you can add a level 5 or higher Dark Pyro monster from the deck to the hand. So you can go ahead, give them field spell, and then go search. So that puts field spell into rotation. That gives you a search. Also, you know, these don't say, like in your field spell, it says in the field zone. So that's why it's important, because you can give them it. And then it says for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the deck or extra deck except for Pyro monsters. You can only activate one of this per turn. And then onto the trap card that you can get access to with the Extinction Dragon. This is Ashened for Eternity. This says when this card is activated, you can add one VDOC Eruption Dragon of Extinction or Ashen monster from the graveyard to your hand. Then it says you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls that you own. That means, like, you know, it's on your deck list. So, you know, let's say VDOs, you give it to them. You can use this to go ahead and target that. If they go like Dark Charmer to take your monster, you own that card, so you can also target that. And it says, you know, target that, then take control of that monster. Then you can make all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls lose attack equal to the targeted monster's original attack. This attack change lasts until the end of the turn. Then you can only use this effect of Ashen City Eternity once per turn, and you can only activate Ashen for Eternity once per turn. So it's not bad. It's not really that good. Like, it's probably just gonna be a one-of that you play with this, just because this card literally says like add or set one continuous Ashen trap, and this is the only one. So, you know, you may as well play one of this card for free. And then it's not like super bad, but it's not very great. Now, you know, this card I want to talk about it, how it says for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the deck or extra deck except for Pyro monsters. So I want to go over every Pyro link there currently is, which is Gold Pride, which takes 2 Gold Pride monsters with different levels, or Prank Kid Bow Wow Bark, which takes 2 Prank Kids. So you can't link after you use this. Simple as that. There are no links to go for in the game currently in this deck. There will be nothing that you'll be able to link into. So I wanted to go over some XYZs that could actually come up. So first one is the Garunix Eternity, the Hang of the Fire Kings, because it is, yes, the king is a level 8. So, you know, you could actually use like 2 kings potentially to summon this. Will it come up? Probably not. But it is something to think about. And then this also can detach to pop a spell or trap on the field. You know, it doesn't just say the opponent's field. It says on the field. So remember, you could also destroy this and then get this effect to go ahead and summon out from the deck. So that's cool. The next one is the Internal Flame Banshee. And, you know, the main effect of this, the one that will probably only come up, is the one that you can detach to take a Pyro monster from your deck and either add it to the hand or send it to the graveyard. So, you know, if you can get like 2 Priestess on the field, you can go ahead and get access to this. And, you know, we don't know if this deck's going to be played pure or not yet. You know, maybe there's other engines that you can throw into it. So maybe there's other level 4s that you can throw into it. And then this card becomes a lot easier to make. But I wanted to bring that up. And then obviously Bonfire, being able to search this. Like, it's pretty good to be able to search that. I haven't actually played the deck yet, so I don't want to say Bonfire is like mandatory in the deck. I still have to like build it and go over everything and more and theorize it and actually start play testing it and see how it plays out. But you know, Bonfire is something that could work in this, but you probably don't have to have it. But it is going to be pretty good, I'm assuming. But with all that being said, that is going to be it of me going over the Ashen cards. If you have anything you want to add down below in the comments, maybe you think like there's some random tech card from like 2011 that's really good in this deck, please comment it down below so that way it can help my deck building and my gameplay that I'm going to be going over probably tomorrow on the channel. So hopefully those comments come sooner than later so that way I can improve faster and faster. And with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace, have a nice day, stay safe.